we want to bring in an attorney, a legal expert, because we want to just expand just for a second on what is happening with the Luigi Mangione court case. So we just got word that this could be headed toward a plea agreement. We want to bring in James Kousouros. James, I apologize if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. They just handed me this sheet. So introduce yourself. What do you make of what we're hearing about this possible plea agreement with Luigi Mangione?
My name is James Kousouros, and I'm a criminal defense attorney in New York City. It's an interesting development. As you know, the state trial is scheduled to commence in September, and it needed to go from the prosecution standpoint before the federal case in order to prevent a viable double jeopardy argument. And it looks as though the plan here is for Mr. Mangione to take a plea in federal court in the hope that that plea will prevent the state prosecution from going forward. The argument will be that in pleading guilty to the federal case, which is in which he's charged with stalking, which resulted in a fatality, that by pleading guilty in federal court, that will prevent the state prosecution on double jeopardy grounds because it is based on the same conduct. The district attorney, of course, will argue that the state prosecution involves different elements and essentially is a different crime. But it looks as though the plea in federal court will be designed to prevent the state trial from going forward.
So this is the possibility of avoiding a double jeopardy. But just very quickly, Mr. Kousouros, because we do have to hit a break here. But why would federal prosecutors agree to this? I mean, does this carry the same life sentence possibility? I mean, couldn't the judge give them a little less than that?
Well, in federal court, as opposed to state court, when you take a plea, except for very limited circumstances, the sentencing is up to the judge. And so what this opens the door to is that Mr. Mangione could, in federal court, present mitigating circumstances in order to convince the judge to give him a sentence less than a life sentence. But it would be ultimately up to the judge unless the parties agree to a sentence that is stipulated to and that the judge accepts.
All right, Mr. Kousouros, James Kousouros, defense attorney. I don't know if you can stick around just for a second because I want to hit this break and then we'll come back and maybe we can explore just a couple more details here. But again, if we can bring up the writer's desk, just in case you're just joining us, the reason we're talking about this, the New York Times reporting now, and we are working to independently verify this as well. Luigi Mangione is expected to plead guilty. Luigi Mangione in federal court. What does it mean for his state case?